We good? We're on? Hey guys, this is Bobby Clue with the Somerset-Pulaski County Chamber of Commerce. Back at it again for another one of our virtual ribbon cuttings. Coming to you on a Friday today. Very excited to be out here. If you can't tell, we're here at Shelter Insurance here right on Ogden Street. And I'm here with Jason Weatherford, new owner of the local Shelter Insurance Agency here, a landmark business in our community with a new owner, and thanks for taking the time to be with us today, Jason.
Appreciate y'all coming out.
So, you know, what we always like to tell people is that we started doing these virtual ribbon cuttings over a year ago, and they were wildly successful. When we couldn't go do things in person, we started doing these virtual ribbon cuttings. They were great. So we just kept doing them, and we're getting a lot of feedback from people, a lot of people that can't be with us today in person. They can tune in and they can watch this. The whole thing is we want to educate people more about shelter insurance and the services that you're providing here in our community. So tell me how this became. A lot of people probably still think Rick Girdler is over here, and then Rick has finally rode off into the sunset. He's inside, but he's retired from the insurance business, and you're over here now full time, correct?
Yes, sir. So Rick is my father-in-law, as a lot of people know. So when he started talking about retirement, I was able to talk with a few shelter people, talk to management. They did some interview processes and offered to allow me to take over the agency. So with me stepping in, I have a contract that I have to fulfill. Got an amazing staff here that's been here for 20 plus years. Very knowledgeable staff, so I got a good team behind me that are here to help me along the way. And Rick's still around. Rick, you just can't walk away from it. Rick, 38 years Rick has been with Shelter.
Sure.
So he wants to make sure that his people are still taken care of. So I still get text messages, phone calls all the time. Make sure this person's taken care of. Double check on this, which is great because the man's got knowledge and he knows how to get around the system.
Well, you know, one thing too is that I'm sure Shelter probably wants to keep family involved in this business.
Yes.
You know, if you've got somebody who's been here for 38 years, you know, they know that by you being here, these people are going to be taken care of. You know, it's family, it's a transition from family to family, and that makes a lot of sense. I'm sure they enjoy that.
And Rick always told me it's people aren't necessarily here for shelter. They're not here for, you know, the super cheap prices. They're here for the service. They're here for the agent. It's the personal relationship to make sure that you're taking care of your customers. And I have learned that. I have really learned that, and I run into other people that's been with agents for years.
Sure.
And, you know, really good friends, but they are loyal to that agent. We respect that. So we've learned that it's about taking care of your customers, and that's why they're with you, because when they call, you know you're going to pick up and take care of them.
Absolutely, and that's incredibly important. So once again, for a frame of reference, guys, we are right here, 429?
Yep, 429.
429 Ogden Street. A better frame of reference, we are right next door to Baxter's Coffee. So,
which gets expensive.
Everybody knows where Baxter's is. We are right next door. So probably one of the most accessible locations in town right here. Jason, can we go inside and take a look at the office? Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Well, and it's a little quieter in here.
Yes, yes, a lot of traffic.
So speaking of the man himself, 38 years. Yeah. We said retired. You're not really retired. You're still here.
I'm working hard. I have a look.
State Senator Rick Girdler now. That's his full-time job. So we're glad to have him with us today. So tell us a little bit about the services that you guys provide.
Well, with the insurance needs, it's pretty much everything but health. Health is couple doors down, but we do your property casualty, so your home auto. We do small businesses like barber shops and boutiques, some of the smaller stuff. Life insurance is a big thing that we do. We offer some great life products for kids, especially the junior special. It's one of those one-time premium pay, and then they're covered until they're 26 years old. Only thing on the market like it. So Shelter is really kind of geared towards that life product there. Which has been great, and it seems like our other products with the business and home and auto, we're rather competitive around town.
Do you see a lot of people in this area? This is obviously a tourism town. Do you see a lot of business from ATVs, side-by-sides, boats, things like that. Do you insure those types of products as well?
Absolutely. We actually have quite a few people from Ohio that come down here. They get houseboats, they buy homes, and with homes, a lot of times they'll have rentals, which with rental property, shelter is extremely cheap. So we have a lot of people from Ohio call down here, and then we carry their Kentucky insurance for them. And we are licensed in Ohio also, so we usually carry over and get their Ohio business, and we can sell in Tennessee. So we have a lot of toys, a lot of out-of-town people that buy toys that bring them down here.
That makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, one thing I always like to ask, and this is just an opportunity for you to do a shameless plug for everybody right now. There are several insurance people here in town, and I think they all do a pretty good job. For the most part, I think they all are really solid. Let me ask you this. What sets you guys apart?
This agency's been in this town for a long time. My father-in-law, Rick, he ran it for 38 years. Cindy's been here for 20 plus years, and we got Martina Davis, been in the insurance industry over 20 some years. So we're here 5 days a week. We have great service. We're always here to answer your phone calls, so you don't have to worry about calling a 1-800 number.
Sure.
Your 1-800 number is the office number, and we take care of you here.
Yeah, it's there's no substitute for having a local insurance agent. I think
Yes.
I think a lot of people will they learn that the hard way. They might find something cheaper online, and there's somebody out of town, and then you may have a storm and a tree blows over on a piece of property, and then it's just an absolute nightmare. Trying to get connected with that person. Whereas if that happens with you, it's probably one call, and you're probably there that night. You probably are coming out to check out the property yourself.
Yeah, we take care of the customers here. Rick was here for 38 years. I hope to be here another 38 years. So you don't have to worry about a bunch of turnover, a bunch of different agents. You got one shelter agency in town, and we're here to stay.
Sure.
And the ladies back here, they've been here, Martina Davis and Cindy Pumphrey. They're the rocks that run this place. They know everything and everybody, and they've really helped me along the way.
Well, there's no substitute for people like that. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you this: how do people get a hold of you if they want to get a quote, or if they just want a little bit more information? How do they get a hold of you, Jason?
Our office phone is 679. Implemented. It's called Zip Whip. And it's a texting to where they text the office phone and it shows up on our computer.
Yeah.
So come here. This is my why right here. This is why I do what I do for these kiddos. But yeah, they can just call the office. Like I said, Zip Whip is a really cool feature that we have to where if everybody's texting these days, contact them right back.
Is there a website or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think, be honest with you, let's see here. shelterinsurance.com/J Weatherford.
Okay.
I usually just Google it and I'll pop up.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I did when I was looking for it. I just Googled it.
Yeah.
So it sounds like there's tons of ways to get a hold of you. And again, guys, we're right here, right on the side of Highway 27, 429 Ogden Street, right next door to Baxter's Coffee. So, Jason, thanks again for joining us today and just telling us a little bit more about the business. And again, thank you for joining the chamber. We know you don't have to, and we appreciate the fact that you support us and you're a member of our team, and we really appreciate that.
Appreciate you all.
Guys, we will be back next week with another one of our virtual ribbon cuttings. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go outside. We're going to do an in-person ribbon cutting. So thank you all for tuning in. Jason, thank you again. Check him out over there online, Shelter Insurance, and check out all the great line of products they have, and stay tuned for more of these ribbon cuttings coming soon. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good weekend.